Hello, hello, hello. I know that was super unprofessional. Who gon' check me, boo? Get out of my face. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's worse this season, the gnats or the mosquitoes. I don't know. It's an all-out battle royale. It feel like, but geez, Louise. Okay, and what do I have? I need you. Cause I need you. Did that do it? It didn't do what I wanted it to do. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, I could do something. I could do. I'm not usually. Yeah. Excuse me. And you know what? Let's steal that. Burn up, burn up, burn up. I don't know why. Bernie Mac has been on my mind a whole lot recently. And, um, oh, it might be that song. Who's the man? You the man. Strong, healthy, black man. Baby. But also, I've been seeing clips and stuff of him and just, how a life can be cut short. Such a promising life can be cut short. Um, I really wish he would have been able to see, and I wish I could have seen what he was gonna become, but also that he could have seen what he was gonna become. Um, a lot of times when you tell jokes, you just tell jokes. Like you tell jokes to survive. You don't really think about like changing the history or changing the world. You just trying to get the jokes off and trying to survive. So I just think it's dope that he has a legacy that lived on, but I wish he could have seen it, you know. Right. I need to Google this girl. Mm. 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 Okay. 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 So let me share my screen. Um. So okay. First of all, let me say I don't know these people. This is not my business. It was just one of the things that came up when I was looking for, what's happening in the news this week and what's going on and so on and so forth that has to do with sexuality, sexual nature, any of that. And in that, okay, why are you not on there? Hold on, I'm gonna figure it out. Like, okay, you always got the wrong thing. Okay, so again, I don't know these people. This is not normally my business, so um, don't hold me on what's going on. But I did see that there were some controversy surrounding an album cover. Now, I did not go into it because um, I kind of like it to be fluid and realistic, and just my raw reaction to it. So I just saw that there were a couple of videos saying um, that there was trouble with the cover, but not like what people were saying or what they've said. And apparently, since the covers come out, like the person who's Sabrina Carpenter um, has like responded. So let's. I believe this is the cover, um, and this is the artist Sabrina Carpenter. But I did not. Okay, I'm not gonna read all this to you. So let's skim through it and see what the um, let's see what the issue was. I do know that it was called. I think it was called "Man's Best Friend." Um, okay, okay. Hmm. Oh hell! I seen wokeness. Now I'm like, I don't even know if I want to keep reading. Okay, so that's what I was thinking. It seems pretty obvious that people sexualizing themselves publicly, whether on album art or social platforms, presents opportunities for exploitation or empowerment depending on the person and their circumstances. Man, so what I was trying to see is who was this person before this cover came out. But they said that she did something else. Um Okay. Okay. So, mm, okay. Let's see what somebody else is saying. Um, was that Rolling Stone that we were just reading? No, that's Harper's Bazaar. Okay. Um, oh, I guess you gotta pay for this. Oh, maybe not. Okay, that's what they're comparing it to. Okay, so Um, how's that for crashing the image of the sweet mother to be beaming on the cover of her last album, wrote one critic. So that's what I was wondering about the Sabrina Carpenter. Like, did people have an expectation of her prior to this, or did this ruin like so how somebody may have, I don't know, like it from the other article it seemed like she did something else in the past that kind of lean toward this like party girl behavior, which is fine. I'm not understanding what the uproar is about, unless all of these people had some other, um, I don't know, some other idea of who she was. Okay, so that okay. Let's see what somebody else said because I again I'm not seeing what all the hubbub is about. Let's look at a video. I don't know. I don't like to. Mm, I don't want to give nobody no mess, no views if they. Mm, why are you making noise? We don't do that around here. Okay, it says you off. So why is it making noise? Okay. Um. Let's see. What else? I feel like it's got to be some more, right? So this says again. So again, she's not doing behavior that seems foreign to her. Looks like. Why is that still up there? I've already left that page. Did I? Yeah. Catch up. Why isn't it catching up? Hmm. Okay, let's try it again. It's literally not the page on the screen. Okay, let's leave it. See if that's what we need to do. I'm like, dang, I don't know why it's not. It don't say that it's sharing anymore either. Okay, let's do this. Um, ooh, uh-oh. Okay, um, let's go back here. Boom. Now, let's go back into the scene and we're gonna go here and we're gonna delete this. And that way, see, but something didn't, the wrong thing left. Can I? Whoop, I did. Sorry. I had to control Z that. I'm over here messing it up. But I'll figure it out. Don't even worry about it. We'll put you back where you belong, my good friend. And then, okay. And then we are going to try this again. So, boom. Um, let's go to delete. Okay. All right. And then we go. Just add it back. There we go. Okay. Like, why is this cutting up like this? Uh-huh. Boom. Okay. So, there. I think that's everything in the screen and where it's supposed to be and all that good stuff. Okay. And that's who I was trying to get to. So, it says on here that Sabrina Carpenter flirts with controversy again. So, if you saying again, then that means that obviously she been getting into some stuff. So, but I think that the problem is that there's expectation for women, especially for women that carry certain traits. For example, in this case, blonde hair, bombshell kind of um, visual cues that, I mean, everybody has expectations of all different body types, but sometimes people take things personally when the ideal body type isn't behaving in the way that they want it to. Even if it's not your body, if not your body, it could be someone else's body. But if you're not using it in the way that people think you should be using it, or the way that they would use it if they had that body, then they can be kind of mean about that. So many of Carpenter's televised appearances have been met with backlash. Hmm. Others have called the image anti-feminist, saying it plays into misogynistic gender roles in which women must be subservient to men. Some online said the image was reminiscent of domestic abuse, while others simply called it degrading for a woman to be on all fours having her hair pulled. Still, others said that Carpenter risked playing into the male gaze even if she was attempting to subvert it. One video on TikTok with more than 2.4 million views took the conversation even deeper and more critical. I feel like this Sabrina Carpenter album cover, people are like, she's the exception. Can a girl be sexy? Can a girl just like sex? Sure she can. Megan Cruz, a cultural commentator, said in the video. But I'm not going to ignore the entire historical precedence that has gotten us here to this moment. We have to accept some spineless fucking nothing art. Hmm. That feels intense. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. That's kind of all you needed to read right there. That's Yeah, that pretty much solidifies it. It debuted number one. The song debuted number one. So that's the thing, and there's always a good reason to be that person, right? In your mind, there's always a good reason to be the morality police. You can frame that however you want. That's not how you were raised, and the Bible says, and the Quran says, and all of these things. In your mind, you have a really good reason of why you feel it's important for you to become the morality police. Okay? But at the end of the day, you are still being the morality police. And I'm going to ask you, do you have the uniform for that job? I'm just asking. Because if somebody else comes along and starts pointing out your stuff, but again, you've got your range of things, but because your things are not those things, you deem yourself better than other people, and you put everybody on this morality pedestal, and everybody's has to make these decisions. And I think that's where feminism lost its power and its desire, because feminism was never about telling women what to do. Feminism was about allowing women to choose, the right to choose. That's all it was about. And so and of course, fair and equal pay for the same labor. But um, it wasn't to make it where all women have to be one way and everybody has to do one thing. You have to do this thing and you have to do this thing. There are some people who are going to be more sexual than others. Those people are not setting the community back because they are in another community. And I think that it's so easy for us to determine who should be our role models. I think people should choose. You should be able to choose. I'm not a role model. I'm out here messed up too. Like, don't follow me. I'm just out here making art that other people love. And so, but they have these that morality police job is crazy, because in most cases you are also immoral. You are also immoral. So you're being the morality piece, so you can the morality microphone, so you can be real loud about the part that you not doing, but being, real hush hush and under the rug about the part that you are. And that's always been my issue with that. I've gotten in countless arguments about, you know, um, the validity of gay and lesbian relationships and sin and all those things, from people who have multiple baby mamas and baby fathers, multiple tattoos, people who still don't know how to control their emotions and anger, people who still have gambling issues and other gambling, like all these other vices. But people always think their vice is the one that, God's gonna, he not gonna pay attention to that one because he gonna still be mad that you trans. Like, get out of here. That sounds so ridiculous. So those people who deem themselves the morality police, they go around making these rules and enforcing them on other people. And that, I don't know why the artist would have to, there would never be art if people did that. There would never be art if people always did what was expected. What is art but the unexpected? So um I do, like, I get what people are saying about, like, the wave of feminism and all those things, but this is not what that's about. Like, it seems like this is was posted in a sexual nature, that that definitely seemed like an old hand. It didn't seem like a young hand. And so it doesn't seem like, anybody was underage or any of those types of things. So again, that uniform is crazy. Just, you don't get paid for that job. I know that you think you do. I know that you think that you are doing the Lord's work, but he don't need you to do that. There's other parts that he do need you to do. But that part, he don't need you to do that part. He can do that part all by himself. All by himself. Y'all said he's omnipotent. So let him do the judging, and you just be a light, and you do the helping, and you do that part. Okay? Because your judgment's not going to do anything anyway. When if that is the process on the other side, when they get there, nobody's going to be talking about, nobody's going to play your highlights and your commentary on somebody else's life. No one's going to do that. So just, you're wasting your breath being that person. um there's real live things that are going on and are happening that we are actively voting for, to be spending so much energy talking about how this picture set us back. There's a baby was just pulled out of a corpse. And we're talking about what's setting women's rights back. We need to be talking about that, not an album cover. Sometimes I feel like we play in our own faces, because you know that women and girls are dying right now. You knew that before you went in. You knew that was going to happen, and many people still voted for that to happen. You knew that it was going to tear up families. You knew that people were going to be without their parents. People were going to be without their children. Those are the things that should be important to be talking about, what's setting women back. Art is going to always push it to the edge. And then it looks like BDSM, which we've already discussed, is also always going to push right up on those boundaries, right up on those borders of morality. That's the purpose of the activity. So to see how much you can take, to see what it feels like to enjoy it on the other side. So I don't know. Like, again, it ain't my business, because I don't know a single Sabrina Carpenter song. I never even heard of her until this happened. So, and that's, no tea, no shade to that. I mean, I never heard any of the music. I don't listen to the radio. I only listen to I only listen to 80s, well, 60s to, you know 2020 R&B. No, I still listen to stuff today too. So just everything, but it's mostly just R&B and hip hop. So, but still, I do not think that this is a fair take. I do not think that um, all of this hullabaloo. But I also see that it got her song to number one. So there you go. Talk about it some more. So, but again, if that's what the art is supposed to do, I remember when Prince had his ass cheeks cut out of those pants. That's what artists are supposed to get on that line. And again, like a few of the articles have said, our society is not used to women owning their sexuality. They're not used to them embracing what makes them sexy and highlighting what makes them sexy versus someone else. Hey, hey, what are you doing? Yeah. Oh, you be out here playing video games. I want to do that. I'm gonna have to set up some other stuff. So I know that people be on here, but the video games y'all be playing be having my nerves bad. Nerves be bad, and I can't do it. Booty hole be tight. I am not having fun no more. Stuff moving too fast. Ooh. So if I do set it up and I do get on there, um, how long have I been here? I've been on since February. I've been on 5 days a week since February. Uh, it's been a journey, but you know what? For the most part, I've I've been here though. Um, we had a couple hiccups that we got knocked off a couple times. We were back. We back because we didn't really do nothing. But the nature of the conversation and the nature of the work that I do. Sometimes things get flagged and I have to go and plead my case and they let me back. So apparently, I'm the first person to do this. So shout out to me. And I'm gonna I'm gonna follow your page too because I need to figure out what to do, and I'm gonna just copy you. I'm gonna just copy the stuff you do. So I'm gonna hook up my I got my old systems down from the kids still being here, so um I wanted to get on there and play uh one of my favorite games Super Nintendo is Wario's Woods. I love that game and I've always loved it since I was a kid. So I want to go back on there and start beating the boards and stuff again on there. And then I got my 64 down. Um, ooh, what that mean? What you do? I got my 64 down, but the the Mario that I have makes my stomach hurt. It makes me nauseous. I don't know if it's the screen, if it's moving or whatever. I looked it up, but it's something with like the technology for that specific game. Like they use some kind of like 360 something or other. But it makes me nauseous. So anyway, um, so again, I don't think the picture doesn't seem that terrible to me. Let's look at it again. Um, where did she put it at? Oh, they didn't put it in this article. It doesn't seem like that was a. It didn't seem like a terrible picture to me, but again, I think if the issue is that oh, you were this person and we expect you to behave like this, and if you're not behaving like that, then you're rancid. Doop doop doop. And so but that there has to be a space where women and actually where everybody can be the most authentic version of themselves. And so everybody's not meant to be your role model, and that's totally okay. You can have other people can have other role models, and sometimes you have role models that you grow out of. I think that's the thing too, is that we think that we picked all the best people to follow, only for those people to also get on our nerves or say something racist or say something homophobic, or they were on the Epstein list. And those all of those people that we look up to are potentially going to disappoint us. And so just look up to the people that you want to look up to. If this is who girls want to look up to at some point in time, either they're gonna learn to own their sexuality or own who they are, or they're gonna and learn to be free, or they're gonna mess up and then figure it out like the rest of us did. Like this, when you did it, somebody was telling you not to do it too, but you hard-headed as well. So long as you survived after, that's all that really matters. And if this is the kind of stuff that she wants to make, and this is the kind of music that she wants to make, who are we? Like, it's art, it's hers, and it worked. It worked. Her song is number one. You got a number one song? I don't. I do not. Zero number one plex. Okay. So it feels like we're being the morality police on someone who did not ask for that, and someone that we've decided should be better than that, and that we've decided should fall into this specific category of existing. And because they don't, you know, we have something to say. So let's not do that. So far, I don't see um, I don't see anything that would make me be like, oh, this person is setting us back. I don't feel like that sets me back. Why do you feel like it sets you back? I don't think I was ever meant to understand that part of feminism. But also, many parts of feminism were not designed with black people in mind. So, um, the way that people experience life is much different than the way that I experience life. And so, the things that you have to care about and that you are stressed out about, I'm literally trying to survive. I'm just trying to survive. So, and at the end of the day, um if you want to be mad at someone, be mad at this person. Be mad at the guy. If there's never any guys to pull girls' hair, no girls that have to get their hair pulled. Final answer. So, I'm just saying, of the things that we need to be mad about, of the things that have really set us back, um, I'm not ready to be like, this, this is it. This is really putting us back. I don't know who us is. That's what I'm saying. Man, I gotta make me some more tea tomorrow. Um, I was trying to find my little jug so I can make me some sun tea, but I think it's broken somewhere. Um, I love me a little summer jug. We having a Juneteenth thing tomorrow. I'm pretty excited about that. Need to hang out with my friends and the kids, and I've been working in my backyard real hard, planting flowers and um getting the deck ready, getting chairs and seating and all that stuff. And we'll have the pool ready for the kids, and it's gonna be a time, a little Juneteenth celebration. I'm gonna go get some Shastas tomorrow. So I look forward to that. Um, okay. So what else? So I did also see the stuff about Tyler Perry and that he was being sued. Let's see what the people are saying. Now, I didn't go and read the messages, and I know there was some messages released and stuff, but I didn't go and read them. I don't know. That's just really not my bag. I feel like that stuff is personal, and but y'all told me what was in it. It looked like that it was somebody flirting, is what people were saying. Is that it looked like two people were just flirting or whatever, and I know nobody asked me. I know nobody asked me. Um, but I know that this came off the heels of that picture of him being on that yacht with somebody else. Now, the picture that he had on the yacht, it was just him and then another person like sitting like perpendicular to him. So it wasn't even like they were cuddled up or whatever, but sometime I be trying to tell y'all, man, sometime people are predictable. That's what I want. Sometimes people are predictable, and sometimes you can put yourself in situations that you should be able to predict your way out of because some people are predictable. And I really feel bad for him. I feel like the dude's just trying to out wanted to be the one who was gonna out him or whatever. And that's a really dark cloud that I have about some of those people. Um, that move in those other communities is that they still move in those communities, and they are do have an intersection um, of oppression. Sometimes they still carry the other pieces of oppression they don't, and they wear them and they yell them from the rooftop. And so, even though you could be gay, if you are rich and gay, then you don't think so much about you being gay because you're rich and you could do whatever you want, or if you have certain privileges or came up in certain communities. Um, Whereas if you are gay and poor, you live a different life than someone who is gay and rich. So I let's look. Okay, again, I did not, that's all that I know. I just saw like some videos. I'm not really good about people's business. I don't be caring like that. But yeah, I hope that um this can be cleaned up, and uh that he gets whoever that is for, if this is fake, then, because I have heard that. I have, as someone who, periodically works with people in the business, I have heard that there are people who do things like this. And um, they get in, I forgot what they said they call, but they create relationships, they get pictures, they get conversations, whatever, and then they ask you for money. And so they're going to release all this stuff. And you either got to pay the money or fight them. And they literally like make a living from doing that. From just you may hear of someone every now and then telling their story or like something like this, but most of the people just pay the money and go on about the business. Um, so like it's a business, it's a racket to have some false charges, to make a relationship with someone and have some false charges, and then try to get money from it, and then if that doesn't work, to pretty much try to out or release the information. Um, but also, that person could be telling the truth. Um, I don't know that. I don't know what kind of environment that was. I did see somebody say that there was stuff going. There were rumors that it was stuff going on like before this, but I've never heard of that. Um, but I don't want to dismiss that that may have been a reoccurring event because I had not heard of it, because I don't be in people's business like that. So, but I did see someone say like there was some stuff about, back in the day about coming out of that camp, about like working there and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I didn't hear that, so I didn't know. But that does not mean it didn't happen because I didn't hear it. But sometimes I worry about what I'm gonna be like when I have millions of dollars. I really, really hope that I don't turn into a terrible person. It just seems like everybody who gets that kind of money turns into a terrible person. Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be someone who feels like they have to manipulate people or try to force people or intimidate people to want to be around me. That has never been my life. Like, I have I have been trying to intimidate people to not be around me. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone and get away from me forever. So I can't imagine having all of the money in the world and still feeling like I have to bully people or be mean to people or, you know, bribe or do any of that for people to want to hang around me. I don't see, I hope that that does not change for me. I hope that when I get the bread that I just still be me but now with a whole bunch of money. That's what I need, cuz I don't want to be like that. Someone trying to scam, like, if you ever hear, oh, Catasha was in my inbox, they are lying, baby. I don't even know where my inboxes are. They are lying to you. Oh, she was, baby, please. First of all, getting me to text 2 times. Two? You want me to send you a text message and send you a text message again? I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm not going to be able to do it. It's going to take you 3 years to gather the evidence against me. Because, baby, I don't have the attention span for it. But it also has to be really hard to date as a celebrity. Like, you really think you making a connection with somebody. You really think that, y'all are growing and y'all are, really trying to build a connection and build something from the future. And then, 60 days, they like, if you don't send me $100,000, I'm going to send people pictures of your feet. Like, what is that? What is that? I don't, that's so weird to me. That's such a weird, I don't know. Again, I've never had to do that. I've never had to, like, try to convince or manipulate somebody to be friends with me. I've never had to do that. So I don't know what that is. I don't know how to I don't know what you people would do with that because I don't have nothing for it. So I really just hope that it's not something that just happens to you, right? I know that people get mean because people start like trying to take advantage of them and start thinking that they are responsible for them and they want money and they want all this other stuff um and you have to like be mean and tell them no, like, I'm not taking care of you. Luckily for me, I'm already mean and everybody already know I'm not doing it, so I don't feel no kind of way about telling people to get out of my face when it comes to that part. And you know what they gonna say? Yeah, she do be telling people to get out of her face, and I do. So there's gonna be a time where money won't matter to me. And I hope that in that time, I don't become a raging douche nugget. I don't want that for myself. I want to be a regular person with just money. So that's my goal, is to not change and to not be doing too much. I also saw, um, hold on now, cause there was a politician charged with what was it? CSAM? No. Yeah, CSAM, I think. No, this was just recently. What was that guy's name? There's a politician. Oh, maybe not a politician, but Republican. Ah, okay, here it is. Let me share so that we can see. Trigger warning. This is a child sexual abuse materials uh, article. But I do think it's important to have this conversation because we need to know who is really a danger to these children and who is creating the laws with their mouths but doing something else with their bodies and their hearts. And so just this is a very sensitive topic. So, take care of yourself. If you need to turn it off, if you need to turn the sound off, whatever you need to do. But I do want to offer this as a trigger warning about what this is about, what this article is about. You can see the date is June 13th, 2025. This is important. Again, I am a communications major. I have a bachelor's of arts in communications and media, so I know how to, uh, check my sources. I know how to look and, check dates and see who wrote this and see who did it and so on and so forth. And so not all sources are the best, but most of these sources like this usually take their article from someone else. But it's good to make sure that you have the right date and that the person that you're talking about. And so I wanted to talk about this guy because U.S. prosecutors have issued a 10-count federal indictment against Representative Robert John May III of West Columbia, charging him with distributing child sexual abuse material. The indictment alleges that in spring 2024, under the online alias Joe Biden 69, May used the messaging app Kik to exchange at least 220 graphic files featuring minors in sexual conduct over a 5-day period. So, I don't want to read all of that because, again, I don't want to. I don't want to do that, but I do want to. He said that someone else may have accessed his Wi-Fi and changed the attribution of the Kik activity. Um, Investigators also reviewed social media accounts on Telegram, Mega, and Loki Messenger that were deleted shortly before the home search. May was elected in 2020 as the Republican representing District 88 and co-founded the South Carolina House Freedom Caucus. He has been an outspoken advocate for child protection legislation. This person has been an outspoken advocate for child protection legislation. And so these are the people that we need to be worried about. We're talking about real live harm to children and access to children to harm. He can create laws that put children in harm's danger. And he is distributing this under his arch nemesis uh, username, which is crazy. Crazy to be distributing CSAM under Joe Biden's name as a Republican. It's crazy work. Those people have an obsession, like a real life obsession. That's crazy. Mm. Is this the same story? June 20th. Nope, this is another story. Hmm. That's interesting. So that's what who we need to really be worried about, right? They tell you that, oh, it's the drag queens, it's the black people, it's the Chinese, it's everybody else. It's them. It's those people. It's the politicians. It's this the priests. It's the youth pastors. It's the fathers. It's the uncles. It's the aunts. It's the teachers. It's the coaches. Your child is unsafe in a lot of places. A lot of places. And a lot of places tout that they are safe places for kids just to get your kids there so they can be victims of the unsafeness. So just be super, super mindful of who you have around your kids. Make sure you're having the conversation about private parts and touching and who should be seeing what, who should be going to the bathroom with you, all those things. Who should be going to the bathroom with your kids? Who usually goes to the bathroom with you when you're not here? Do you wipe yourself? Do you clean yourself? Like, all of those conversations are things that, like, you have to be talking about with your kid because it's rough out here, man. It's rough, rough, rough. What else have y'all been seeing going on? Any other stuffs? I haven't seen nothing else. Um, of course, I got all kind of stuff going on. I'm having a barbecue tomorrow, so I have to get stuff that I need for the barbecue. Uh, oh, I need some pans, and maybe I need some fake spoons too. I need to get this stuff from Dollar Tree because we are not too good. What else? Who's the man? Strong, healthy black man. Shabbat. What else do we need? What else do we need? I need some Shastas. I need to make sure I don't forget those. Um, I really want to get a little sprinkler for the kids. Just a little something. Because the little kids ain't gonna be able to get in the pool, so we gotta get something for the little ones. What else is going on? Is there any new? I saw Russell Wilson is talking about getting Sierra pregnant again. I know that's right. Leave it in and let me look. let me watch it. Let me see. I love them. I love the way he loves on her. I love that she loves him too. Um, he's a really good husband and a really good dad. And you can tell that because she's always happy. Like, her life seems good. She's always in a really good mood. She's always smiling and dancing. And I love that for her. Like, I don't think people realize, like, sometimes we be stressed. Like, people be stressing you. Like, when Tiana Taylor was in her relationship, I seen her out with her boo. I know that's right, honey. I know that's right. Y'all are pretty. Y'all are pretty together. Also, let me see. I just want to look. I just want to look. I just want to look just a little bit. Yeah, I'm super happy for her too. Man, having to like go through a breakup and stuff so publicly and like it being such a mess and all of that, like, I hope I never have to. Bruce can never ever leave me ever. You got to stay here forever. You mad? You better be mad on that side of the house, and I'll be over there later to see if you still mad. Because man, breaking up publicly is so hard. Everybody's got opinions about. You have to. You're using your opinions to uh get someone to like get on your side, and I just don't want that. I don't. It just seems so hard to have to do that publicly. Ah, gosh. But even dating, like I saw a clip of Tracy Ellis Ross, and she's been talking a lot about like the grief of being single and all those things. And um, I love her, and like even though like everybody thinks she's beautiful, she has the perfect body or whatever, that she has not found someone who meets her needs. And um, I don't know. I always just feel so lucky that like, I did. Uh, that like I found a person that like is my person. Because if she cannot have a person, like I could easily not have a person. So, um, but like I know that people have been struggling with dating right now. I of course have not dated in years. um, but when I did, I loved dating. I always thought it was like I always had fun dating. I was I was a savage man. I was. I I was not playing no games. Get out of my face. So I couldn't imagine like what it is now. But I always like even people have been saying for a very long time that the pools got pee in it and all that stuff. And but I always seem to find people. I never had any issues dating. I never had any issues finding people I had fun with, or people that I just kicked it with for a little bit, or people that I just hooked up with, or whatever. I always found like I already found really nice people. I just found really good people. Um, so I mean, I guess I'm lucky in that sense too. So I didn't have that. I only had one raggedy boyfriend. I didn't have to go through a lot of the things that people went through in relationships, and I'm happy for that. Uh, yeah, I don't play none of that stuff. I don't. I probably left before. I'm sure that I dated those people, but I probably left before they even got started. Cause the moment I'm not having fun no more, you can wrap me up. I'm going ahead and close my house coat and take it on to my room. You're not gonna force me, baby. So I get it, and I get that. I get it. I understand. Um, what else? Oh, I've been hearing that a lot of people are talking about how much money they're making on OnlyFans. Um, I guess that's kind of in line with the Sabrina Carpenter thing too, because the whole thing about OnlyFans, people always say like, "Oh, um, the people that have OnlyFans or do OnlyFans are, you know, trashy or this or that." Who do you think those people are who are paying them? Who do you think they are? If somebody makes 32 million on OnlyFans, where do you think that money comes from? Who do you think is paying for that? Y'all are always mad at the source when you need to be mad at the river. Like, this is what's feeding that source. Like, this is the issue that you want to be mad at. But, it's easier for you to be mad at the person who's getting the bag behind it instead of the people who are paying for it. Because that's who you need to be mad at. Get mad at the people who are paying for it. Because it wouldn't be a need if they weren't. And it's 30. You want me to leave $32 million on the table because of your morals? Like, no, go get your money, okay? Like, that don't have nothing to do with me. Um, I love the idea of that. If you got it and you feel like that's a comfortable arena for you, get in it. And people love amateur videos. Love. It is repeatedly one of the top ranked categories in adult videos is amateur. So OnlyFans is just amateur amateur videos. Who doesn't love that? So yeah, people are gonna pay for it, and people are gonna make a bag off of it if they're good at selling the product. And you gonna have to talk to yourself about that. You have to have the own conversation with yourself about like what that means to you, why you feel that way about it, whatever. Because if people gonna pay for it, there's gonna be somebody selling it. So, um, what do you do? What do you do? Um, but yeah, like I had OnlyFans, but it wasn't nothing but me on there talking about the same stuff we talking about on here. Thinking that I wasn't gonna get blocked, but I got blocked on there too. I did get to come back, but it's always gonna be something. Doing this work is just it's a very difficult environment to do the work on. But we adapt, we figure it out, and we make it work. Ooh, I need to put some paper plates on there. And I need to get me some beers. I'm on a budget and I'm on a strict budget and I'm not blowing that budget for this event. I'm not blowing my budget. So, what else do I need? I'm not making that many things either. I think I might ask Bruce to make some steak shish kebabs. Yeah. What else? What do y'all have going on? What have y'all heard that's been going on in the world recently? What kind of kinky things are going on in your area? What kind of hot, steamy stuff is going on? Any events coming up? Anybody have any events coming up? It's summertime. I'll be honest, like this is usually my break. My busy season starts, well, it used to start in October, but now it be seeming like end of August, September, up to like March is my busy season. From um yep, about September, October to March, April is when I feel like I'm running around. That's when I get a lot of my out of state gigs, and people book me for stuff where I gotta travel a lot and go do events and parties and all that stuff. And so, but that's my busy season. So right now we're not doing too much as far as like work goes. Well, I mean, I got stuff going on, of course, but um, man, I always got stuff going on. I was talking to my best friend, like, girl, what? I'm always doing something. I don't even know. I don't even know how to not do stuff at this point. It's just like, can you just give me a couple more things to do because I got to learn. So, ooh, I might make. Dang, is it too late? It's probably too. How long do you gotta leave Kool-Aid pickles in there? Um, maybe I'll make some Kool-Aid pickles. I feel like I should have did that tonight though, for it to be ready. And I think you need even more time than that. Man, I always have good ideas super late. Me and my late old ideas. Um, ooh, I didn't get the. Did I get it finished? Let me see if I got it finished. I don't think I did. Uh, all right. Let's look at. Okay, it's not done, so not too much. Okay, I'm not taking too much lip on. No, maybe I won't. Yeah, okay, maybe I will. I need to finish this my schedule for next week, but most of it is here. So let's. Mm, there we go. Dang, that's okay. So again, it's not done, but it will be done soon. You can see on this Monday we are going to be talking about sex ed with Coach Catasha. Is going to be at 2 p.m. We are going to be. Can I put that on her now? You can just watch me do it then. Um. Ooh, can I change? What about this? Can I use it? Dang, that's big. Let's see. Do I like this up here? I might not. That's not what I was trying to do. Let me see how we feel about that. Um, can this be bold? I like it. It'll do. Not. Can you please stop? Let's make you also smaller. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to duplicate that and put you over here. And then we're going to duplicate it again. And then we're going to put you right here. And then we're going to boop it a boop. Wow. I like to see where they just put it at. And then boop it a boop. Let's just undo that. You're being ungrateful. All right, so this is 2. This is 12:30. Is that gonna fit in there? You are not going to fit in there. Stop. You too far. I don't want that. Stop. Uh, okay. I feel like we can still do that. Stop. I don't know how y'all got wrapped into watch having to sit here and watch me do this. But here we are. Do you wanna bang about it? Cause I will. Okay. And then we're just gonna make you a little bit bigger. That's still a good time. Okay, okay. Look at this. Ow. Um okay. So Monday we are going to do sex ed with Coach Catasha, and we're going to be talking about period tracking, specifically for beginners. That's going to be at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. On Tuesday, we're doing Pleasure Tools Tuesday, the importance of date night, how date night helps establish connection and can also help set up the relationship for sexual activity. On Wednesdays, we do Ask Coach Katasha at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. Ask Coach Katasha is our live Q&A with a certified sexpert. So you come in, you can leave your questions in the chat, and I will answer your questions live in a way that keeps us on air and allows me to continue this work. So, slight trigger warning for Ask Coach Katasha. It is a live class, and people do have live questions about different types of things. So we might get into some stuff that could be a little bit outside of the norm, can be a little jarring. So prepare yourselves for that. Thursday is going to be. Oop, I don't like that this is covering up the word. Hold on. Nope. I don't want that. I want you. I don't want that. I want you. And then I want you. And then I want you. And then I want to move you both all over. There we go. Oh, you on yours too? Well, I guess this is a kind of a long word too. There we go. Man, sometimes, man, the thing that you gotta do be just like a little something that gotta don't have nothing to do with nothing. Okay, okay. Oh, and then on Thursday, we are going to do Sex Tech Thursday. That's when we talk about new technologies in the sexual world and how they're being used, what kind of new evolutions in sexual technology is there. What are they building? What are they growing? What are they cultivating? What are we looking at in a new manner? All those things. And we kind of, I don't know anything a lot about sex tech, so we kind of learn on that one together. It's becoming one of my favorite shows. Just kind of learning about new stuff. So this Thursday we're going to be talking about pH balancing smart lubes. So as a new technology, excited about that. And then Fridays, of course, is going to be late night with Coach Katasha, where you can stop by and have a late night chat with me. With me and Dolores. So, um, that is our schedule for next week. If you want to save any of those classes, make sure you jot them down. You put them on your calendar to make sure that you are available and that you don't miss the class that you want to attend. You can follow us on Twitch and you can follow us on YouTube, whichever one, or you can follow us on both. And catch our live streams. They will be loaded. They are loaded on YouTube if you do miss them. They are loaded on Twitch for a couple of days, but they don't last long. But you can definitely still catch them on YouTube if you need to. Okay. What else do we have going on? I think that's it. I think that's it, and that is all. Let me make sure I didn't miss nothing. Ooh. Okay, okay. I still have a little more to get to my next goal of 200 followers. So, make sure you tell your friends to follow me, and they can tune into my show. They do need to be adults, so make sure that your friends are adults. We don't need, this is not an appropriate, age appropriate learning environment for children. So, you just have to make sure that, okay. We just have to make sure that, I don't even remember what we was talking about. Honestly, I don't even remember. My nephew texts me, so when them kids come, I don't care nothing about y'all. I don't. When them kids is talking to me, I don't care nothing about what y'all talking about. So, okay, well then that's pretty much all that we have for today. If you have any additional questions or you would like to send questions for Ask Coach Katasha on Wednesday, you can send them to expressionoverrepression@gmail.com. Or you can send them to any of my social media. Let me give you my link tree. And you can send them to any of the, where is my, there it is. Any of my inboxes for on any of my social media channels, and I will bring them back to the big stream, the big chat on Wednesday, and I will answer the question live for you. Okay. All right. All right. Hang in there. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Happy Juneteenth. Um, and thunder up. Oh.